So, welcome then to the Heard It on the Grapevine show.
Yay!
Yay! Hello, hello.
Take it
Thank
away,
you.
lady.
Well, thank you so much.
All
Dagmar,
right.
I have heard a little bit more about you in working in your building of success. And quite frankly, that's what I'm really interested in because I'm new at what I'm doing. Although the company's not new, they've been doing it for 17 years. And I need to learn how to really build it up. That's my goal for them, is to step into marketing and take it and explode.
Well, Kelly, thanks. First of all, thank you for having me here. And I'm so excited to be speaking with you because if you guys don't know, Kelly designs wine cellars. And let's face it, especially for us ladies, we like a glass of wine after a long day of work. So
true.
First, let me ask you, actually, what's your favorite wine?
My favorite wine would have to be a red Merlot. It's called Piatelli.
I'll have to find it. Yeah.
It's very good.
Mine is Pinotage, and that's from South Africa. There is a small vineyard called Diemers Fontein, and it's a chocolate wine. So check it out.
I like all kinds of different wines, actually. As
Yeah.
long as it's dry, it goes well with the entree, I'm in.
Awesome. Well, so when it comes to success, and you're at the beginning of it, so my advice to you, start with vision for where you want to be, not only in the next 3 months, but what's your long-term vision? And a lot of people confuse short-term goal for business with where they want to actually be. So I'm sure you're doing your business because you love it, right? You love what you do and how the atmosphere you create. Tell me what you love about your job.
That is fun. When I did for 20 years, I retired from Let It Go because this was going to be so much more fun and entertaining and enjoyable. And why is because the company itself is just a family-owned little operation versus corporate America. And the product is just so fun for me to step into this design element that I kind of had on my other side of the brain all my life, but didn't really get to step into it all. I didn't really know I had it, except to just wear the right things and decorate the home a little bit, right? So now I get to actually play with that. And I went out and put to practice my marketing that I did for 20 years, but it's with a new product that's just very entertaining for me and without the stress that goes involved with pharmaceutical sales.
And you see, you just touched on something that's so important. When we do what we love, it's no longer work and it's not even an effort. And you're beaming that passion, that love. I mean, you're contagious. I just want to come to you and say, hey, design my wine cellar so we can have fun. So just stick to it, because when we start overthinking our business, that's, I think, when we start losing touch with what we are actually trying to create. So having that vision and following the passion, that's the first step. And then you cannot underestimate mapping out what needs to happen in order to continue this business as a successful venture. So some entrepreneurs who are very in love with what they do, they forget that business is to make money. And unfortunately, it hits on all kinds of blocks, like, I don't deserve the money because I love what I'm doing. Come on, people. Of course you deserve it, right? But we're programmed with all these beliefs like, I have to work hard for my money, but I love my job and it's easy and I get easy clients. So what does it mean? You have to get rid of the money? So as long as you accept that it's okay for you to be successful and to make money in your business, that will allow you to lay out the strategies that will maximize that profit. Because then you can turn around and give that money to charities and causes that you support. But if you're not making money, you're not making impact.
That's right.
So, I do a lot of preaching on please accept the money because that gives you opportunity to make a difference.
That's a good point.
Poor person, unfortunately, has limited impact. So that's where I would start. Now, tell me where you are right now in your business. How long have you been doing this?
About 8 months.
8 months.
8 months. All I've done is really learn how to build a wine cellar the right way, the way they do it.
Well,
Because no one else can do it like they do it.
All right, well, give us some tips because we do love wine and I want to know what's the right way.
There's a lot that goes into building a wine cellar, and people underestimate what it takes to put in the proper vapor barrier. The climate control system isn't what you find in a 7-Eleven. It isn't what you find in your home. It isn't what you find putting the air conditioning in this room. It's special for wine cellars. And then you have to put in a vapor barrier, a closed cell insulation foam vapor barrier. And then you go beyond that with all the racking, and the racking isn't just what any builder or manufacturer can put in, like your kitchen or your entertainment center. It's just for wine bottles, so that they sit just right, and they put them at just the right angle. I mean, there's just so much more that goes into it. And if you don't do all that right, eventually people get mushrooms growing in their wine cellar or mold.
Yeah, we don't want mushrooms unless we want to be tripping, right?
Well, and that's why the business for 17 years has never had to advertise. Because they do it right. And they go in and fix everybody else's problems. That's how they built the business, was fixing the other problems that people tried to do it for less.
Yeah. So let me ask you, I can tell you know what you're doing. You have a lot of expertise.
Wow.
But I know that at the end, you're doing it for something else. What is that experience that you're building for your clients?
Just the opposite of what you were talking about. Just to do something I love. And I came into this working for less. I took a offer for less. So it's because I want to make people happy.
And I think you are. And that's another tip that I want you to know. A lot of times we don't know what we are doing something, but there is an underlying motivation. And if we can tap into it, it will keep us driving forward, even through the sleepless nights and very early mornings for the meetings with clients, because there's always why. And I can tell that you love creating this wonderful atmosphere for people.
Bring a smile to someone's face. That's what I did for 20 years.
Because let's face it, what do we use wine for? For socializing, for having fun, right?
Exactly. It's bringing the best of everything together for me. And that's why I'm still here doing it, trying.
Yeah, so when it gets tough, just remember that there's an end result, that somebody can sit down with their family and have a good conversation over a glass of wine. And that wine has no mushrooms, by the way, guys. So.
Thank you, Dagmar. I appreciate it, because I wasn't even looking at that. I was just like, I need to find something that's more fun and less stressful.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure working for this group. They're really great.
Well, I wish you continued success. I can see that you'll be going into heights never imagined. And congratulations.
Thank you. And I do have a better phrase to say rather than just make people smile. I've been trying to end my emails with folks saying I want to bring their vision to life. And that's really what it is for me. Take someone's vision and bring it to life, which was going to bring smiles and happiness for them for a really long time.
Wow, isn't that wonderful, folks? So drop us a comment if you love what we're talking about, or if you want to share any ideas. And also make sure you tell us what's a good bottle of wine, because let's face it, ladies sometimes need to kick off their shoes and grab a glass of wine. So Kelli, cheers.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, until we talk again.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.